Oh, I didn't say anything about beautiful. I said these differences.
Hey, welcome to Facts and Cap podcast.
Say that for another episode.
Yeah, my boy talking about he was about to break down all the intricacy levels of light skin, brown skin, dark skin. Like,
What's having a debate if Jada Pickett is considered light skin or brown skin or dark skin? Clearly, she ain't dark skin. She brown, but some people said light. But maybe.
But then this nigga turned around and said Brandon light skin.
Brandon's dark light.
Hey, bro, go ahead and introduce the pod, man.
Yo, Facts and Cap podcast episode 6. We back, baby.
Episode motherfucking 6.
Yeah, the greatest podcast ever, nigga. We changing it up. We the greatest ever, nigga.
That's a fact.
We got a really good reception. I see y'all like that episode last week, man. Shout out to Sad. Shout out to Stelly Mo Bucks. Y'all go follow her on Twitter at Stelly Mo Bucks.
Should be back real soon.
Yeah, she a reoccurring guest, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna make things happen. You know, y'all boys good?
Yeah, man.
Man, been a good week.
Hey, man, the shirts are now on sale.
Hey, DM us, Facts and Cap Pod.
You can go to the Facts and Cap Pod page on Instagram. Follow us first. Then, if you want a shirt, $20. We got them in black and white right now. DM us.
Black and white. What's the Cash App?
Cash App, Facts and Cap 1. $ Facts and Cap 1. Send the money. Put it in the notes of your shirt size and color. Also DM us, that way we can track it. Ain't no bullshit. You get your shirts within 2 to 3 days.
That's a fact.
Hey, man. I get it. So,
man, y'all watch that Verzus battle this week?
Yes, sir.
Snoop DMX, baby.
I told y'all niggas that shit was gonna be closer than y'all thought.
I started
Go
off.
ahead, Jess.
I think it was closer because they planned it to be closer. Like, it seemed like it was produced to me.
The songs is the songs.
Let me ask you a
No,
question.
so look, this is what I say. I felt like Snoop came out super aggressive. Like, I just felt like if Snoop's sequencing was done different, it probably would have been the score that I thought it would be. I think that DMX, you could tell that he probably had the help of Swiss, because his sequencing was perfect. I felt like Snoop kind of did his own shit on his own,
but ain't nothing wrong.
But no, it's not. What I'm saying, why I say I think it's produced, it might not be. I could be wrong. I mean, they're probably all produced. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this one was more heavily produced because it was like
scripted almost.
Not really script. I think they talked about the playlisting and shit together first. Because it was like a segment where it just seemed too commercial to me. Like, it was a segment where Snoop played Nate Dogg. He's like, RP Nate Dogg, and then DMX had the Aaliyah joint in the cut. And he's like, it was like the RP segment. We gonna do the RP segment. Then it's the, you know what I'm saying? They was talking, and it's like, of course you could tell that they probably telling we want y'all to talk a little bit in between tracks.
The stories that just seemed.
But I mean, they have a lot of similar songs.
And
so
he was
it's
like
they played off each other. I feel.
I mean, their songs really similar.
I'm saying they have like similar, like you can do the R.I.P. You could do they have.
I mean, they just got niggas that died that they was cool with.
No, I'm just saying there's certain songs they'd be like, oh, this sounds scripted because he played this and then he played that.
No, I'm just saying like he was like, no, let me finish. So he was like, so Snoop was like,
I can't think of the two songs that I'm trying to do.
So Snoop goes like this after DMX plays the song, right? He was like, hey, man, I've always loved that song, man. You know what I'm saying? I think it was like, Get At Me, Dog. I always loved that song, man. How did you think of that? Like, where did that come from? But actually, that came from you, Snoop.
Yeah.
They came from you, Snoop. Yeah. Like, alright, man.
That was just really convenient.
Yeah.
Really
and then he tells his story. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Why would Snoop ask that question? How did you think of that? What made you think of that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, coincidentally, it came from you.
Like, yeah, the production. But don't get me wrong.
I don't think that shit was scripted. I think that was the first time Snoop heard that shit. The way he looked on his face, that's the first time that nigga heard that shit.
Nigga. So he made Get At Me, Dog, and he just randomly, out of all the 20 songs, he wanted to know how he made that. And he was like, yo, when I met you, when you left, you said, Get At Me, Dog. Yo, Get At Me, Dog. And I went and made a song about it because you was my idol, OG.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, that is kind of That's a little fishy.
Hey, I think that shit was genuine. I think that shit was the first time Snoop heard that story, and I'm sticking to that shit.
We know. If
it was entertaining, that's what worked. I thought
that shit looked real. You see Snoop's face when he did that?
Listen, it is entertainment, so there is production going on. That's a fact. If there's anything that's facts, that's gonna be fact. It's a production going on.
Yeah, I thought, I'm an East Coast nigga. I'm rooting for DMX. I thought he was gonna get his boot smoked, but the first half, I was looking like he's gonna get his boot smoked.
Snoop went crazy.
Second half.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Hold on. Like the feeling I had watching that shit, I was just like, yo, his tracks can go. Like his tracks can go because even when you say Snoop was thrown off a little bit, he started picking back up. And when he was picking up, it wasn't like, okay, I'm picking back up to win. It was like debatable.
He didn't even play Dre or Still Dre. And he didn't play Sexual Seduction.
Man,
but Sexual Seduction had beat the shit. DMX was playing them last 5 songs.
Be something.
The first 10, of course.
Cause he played I think he played a little bit too many songs from Doggy Style. Like he played all of his, then he played a couple where it was like, I don't know about this one, Snoop. You shouldn't have played that one.
But I think that just depends on where you are and where you from. I hear some like I work with a lot of old heads.
Okay, so look.
Hold on, like they work with a lot of old heads. Some people feel like Doggy Style is the best album of all time. So that's the best album of all time. That's you gonna have tracks like that's like if Kendrick playing Good Kid, Mad City. What's a wrong track?
If he played Sing About Me in the battle, or if he played like something like that, you'd be like,
Sing About Me hard.
But that's not a top 20
Hey, I just had
Kendrick track.
I have
depends.
Like for a Versus.
It depends where you're going against.
Hey, Kendrick and J. Cole, should they do it?
I think that would be amazing.
I know it's not gonna happen, but that's the one.
Just a quick segue. I think Wale and J. Cole would surprise people too.
I think, but I think everybody's just so tired of Wale. I think he'll take it too serious. You know what I'm saying? The fans be like.
I think half the fans will get on it, and the other half would appreciate it. But you know how Twitter be. They gonna get their jokes off.
I'd rather see Cole and Kendrick.
Speaking about getting their jokes off, I heard on Twitter. New Verzus was supposed to be Ja Rule and Bow Wow. Me personally, I'm a big Ja Rule fan. I'm a big Bow Wow fan. They both got hits.
It's the same.
I think
the problem is
they will get made fun of. It'll turn into a
that
joke.
would be the most.
It's not even.
That would be the most entertaining, funniest battle we ever gonna see.
I'm gonna tell you why that battle don't work.
They both take too many L's.
You got a nigga who made grown man like music, and then you got kid material. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
it doesn't fit to me. Like Down Ass Bitch versus Bounce With Me. You know what I mean? Like,
he played Down Ass Bitch and he played Let Me Hold You Down.
Listen, yeah, that's cool.
But Let Me Hold You Down.
But half of those, but then
if
he plays that and then he plays Take You Home, it's like those are hits, but those are for kids. You know what I'm saying? I think that
got some grown hits now.
He does. I'm not taking that away from him, but he has to play the kid hits too.
There's not a kid rapper who has a chance against Bow Wow. So it's like
no, of course. I think him and Soulja Boy is the best matchup as far as kid rappers.
If I say Bow Wow versus
him and Soulja Boy can be entertaining.
To be entertaining, Soulja Boy will last for a little while, but
and Soulja Boy's an entertainer, so he's gonna talk crazy.
Man, that nigga get his tattoos off his face. He ain't gonna be entertaining no more.
But I don't think the world would appreciate it. I think South would appreciate that shit because people fuck with Soulja Boy in that era.
I think it should have been Ja Rule and Nelly. That would have made more sense to me.
Me too. I agree. They both have the singing songs.
Yeah, and it should have been like more Ludacris and T.I. or some shit.
You 100% agree.
That's what I think. I don't think Ja Rule should be going against Bow Wow. It just doesn't, like, to me, it doesn't make sense.
They both take a lot of L's.
Yeah.
That's
niggas is gonna watch that shit just to roast y'all ass. Niggas won't even pronounce Bow Wow's name correct. Shad. Like,
Shad.
I don't know, man. And then you seen after Snoop and DMX, I think on Twitter or in some comments, Keisha Cole and Ashanti was talking to each other like, let's do it. And they both like, let's do it then. Like,
Keisha don't want that smoke.
You know, it's crazy. It's not the first time I heard of it. I was sleeping on Ashanti. And then my nigga was like, nah, she had this, she had that, she had that. And I was like,
And she get to add in her features.
God.
Keisha don't want that smoke. And Keisha got a solid
I think-
7 to 10 songs she can play.
think-
But she not gonna do it. She can't. She don't have a full 20.
I think Keisha has a better solo hits, solo tracks. To me, Ashanti, she was with a label with plenty of cosigns. I think that she's more the, if she like plays more of her features, that's where she probably ends up winning the battle. Cause Keisha don't have, I don't know if she has 20 joints. She might get you to 15, 13 solid records.
I told you once, I told you twice.
That's her best feature she got.
That's heavy.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not. I agree. I actually enjoy Keisha Cole's music more than I enjoy Ashanti's
As
music.
far as
I
hits,
agree with that.
Yeah, but I think
Big hits.
when it comes to hits, because that's really what it is. It's like a hit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people barely remember like the first 5 songs, 6 songs. It's kind of like really the thing about Versus is like fans don't remember past 5 songs. It's like they go with whatever the moment is. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm scoring to be crazy.
yeah, like it's hard. It's hard, but I think that
So the better artist doesn't necessarily win. It's just
Yeah.
strategically play them hits.
Pretty much.
exactly, because I mean, I don't know. I still would like to see that one though.
That'd be good for girls.
So today came out 2 Chainz, Rick Ross.
Chainz got them hits, man. Shit, he got them hits.
Didn't keep it close, but Ross gonna win that.
I think Ross got the better music, got the better albums, but I'm just thinking about, cause like somebody was telling me Ross and Jeezy, their music's more similar. They have more.
Jeezy wouldn't stand a chance.
Nah, they're crazy. It'd be close. My point in saying that is that both of them are bigger artists than 2 Chainz, but you're not gonna sit here and say Jeezy got more club records than 2 Chainz, like club records.
That's why I said I would prefer to see 2
Or even Ross. Ross got club records, but he has like good music. It's not like bangers as much as like every time 2 Chainz dropped, it was a banger. It was like, okay, this is gonna get heavy radio play and in the club versus not like a album cut. Like Aston Martin Music is an incredible song, but it's not like a club record.
That's the shit when the club closing down, Aston Martin Music then came on.
You know what I'm saying?
I think 2 Chainz loses just off the fact that Rick Ross has like way better production. The beats, the quality beats. He's probably a better MC.
Ain't no problem.
Yeah, he's a better MC.
But it ain't got nothing to do with hits. Even
I mean, but Ross has hits.
yes, he has hits. I don't want like he has
we
more
know Ross
songs
has
than 2
20.
Chainz.
I'm sure 2 Chainz can get you close to 20.
But like when I think of 2 Chainz songs, I just be like, yo. Like
And 2 Chainz personality is kind of like.
and their music don't match.
I think that 2 Chainz personality
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes.
Unless Ross going more of a feature bag, I feel like. Like, so if 2 Chainz play Birthday, where's Ross gonna play?
I mean,
To match that, like, or just
BMF.
Nah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
It had to be one of the features.
What?
With
Wait. What did y'all say? What? No.
like
the songs,
you know, the songs don't really go together. Like you
They
know,
don't
like you
have
say,
to
it's
go
scripted
together.
or.
It don't have to go together. It's
Then-
a club hit. It's a club hit.
But what I'm saying, then is
Nigga, we just watched DMX versus Snoop Dogg. Their music sounds nothing alike.
they were playing similar type records. I felt like.
Nah.
I do.
I felt like
I'm listening to G-Funk and then I'm listening to like gritty New York music.
maybe I'm not.
I'm listening to Get At Me Dog and then I'm listening to Ain't No Fun. Those don't sound alike.
But they wouldn't play back to back.
It wasn't playing those better.
He was playing songs like that and the nigga was playing that type of shit though.
Like you saying, he was playing the RP joint. He was playing the RP joint. He was
Right
playing-
there.
he was-
That's why I said it was production. But for me, when I listen to both of those two, the music sounds nothing alike.
How did Ross should smoke him then?
I think Rick Ross can still play wherever. He could still stick to his guns and play whatever he wants to play.
It's almost like the Jada and Fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous had the bigger radio hits in a later time.
Yeah, but he got punked out of
and
his.
Jada was
catalog.
playing them classic rap records. It wasn't even.
That's because, but no, that's what
So-
we was just on this podcast saying that Fab would have been better if he just stuck to his bag. We saying that basically he let Jada dictate what he played. That's why he lost.
Because
If
they
Fab-
tried to talk about it before, And Jada was trying to say, hey nigga, this is what we talked about. You supposed to stay to this script.
Well, I don't think that's corny.
So let me ask y'all, if Fab had played...
He didn't say you're supposed to stay to the script. He didn't say that.
That's basically what Jada was saying.
No, he didn't say that. No, what he was saying was you just keep playing that soft shit.
So
I'm trying to play this hard shit.
And he
dictated it. We didn't tell him that we already talked about
playing
it.
like the billboards in the second part.
Jada, and that's why I thought like Jada, you're not allowed to tell this man what he needs to play.
That's why I said like.
And they never said they discussed that. That's just Jada swaying the crowd. He was perfect entertainer. He knew that he was outmatched when it came to radio play because that's not his strength. So what he did was he basically won the fans over by making it seem like Fab, like you playing soft shit. Nigga, I'm playing this hard shit.
I think 2 Chainz do the same thing.
Like, okay, like I can tell you this for a better example.
I think 2 Chainz do the
I get for a better example. When Manny Fresh went against Scott Storch, he tried to do the same thing to Scott Storch. Why he playing that soft ass shit? Why he trying to play that radio friendly ass shit? La 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 la. What did Scott do? What did Scott Storch do? He stayed in his fucking bag and he ended up winning. So what I'm saying is, I don't think it necessarily, like, it's not like how I said if you play less, like, softer music against aggressive music. They both have their own aggression music. Even Rick Ross, if he plays his quote-unquote soft shit, is still kind of gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like on some, like, Nelly soft shit is... Come on over to my place. You know what I'm saying? Like versus Ashton Martin music or if I had $100 I could let it on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference.
Trying to show off his vocals and shit.
So what I'm saying is to me that's the difference. Like I feel like Ross can play anything he wants to. 2 Chainz can play anything they want to. Like
speaking of vocals on the Versus, alright, another big one is Chris Brown and Usher, ain't it?
Usher, baby.
So like people been talking about it, but it was like yesterday.
Chris Brown said he ain't got time for it, man.
This is how I feel about
scary ass nigga say.
He's a smart man.
This is how I feel about this. It's cap.
No, like, then he said, did you see that?
Cap.
He said I could win off my features alone.
What does that mean? That means your regular shit ain't strong enough? Like, bro, somebody put like a makeshift Versus and Usher 20 songs. I don't know unless you born in 2004. If you gonna feel like Chris Brown's songs is beating them classic joints from Usher.
But I mean, against anybody else, all them songs.
Listen, that's fine.
Ain't nobody else.
But Chris,
Usher, baby.
Chris ain't gonna do that.
And I think it'll be a good fight, but the way they trying to insinuate like, oh, I just ain't got time for that. Like, why you being disrespectful, man?
Listen,
nah, he's being a smart man. I ain't got time for that shit.
Usher is going to smoke Chris Brown's fucking boots, nigga.
There's only one person.
Especially in that Versus.
Only one person.
All you gonna see them people on there like Usher 10-0, Usher 10-1. You're gonna get Chris Brown a couple loyalties here.
Yeah.
Only person that can beat Usher, he can't perform in this Versus battle. So
you talking about R. Kelly?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's the only person.
R. Kelly wins against Usher?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That shit ain't even close.
It's the same thing. The nice and slow. It's not gonna work against that old original R&B.
That nigga
he plays sexy.
He plays Seems Like You Ready.
It just changes a little bit.
If they did that right now, let's say he wasn't in jail, that nigga, he wouldn't even last the whole Versus. They'd get all up out of there.
No, they wouldn't, because it's gonna be niggas like me that's still gonna be there.
We know you gonna. We know. Mr. Unpolitical.
Let's separate.
Let's separate the two.
You separate everything. You separate
AJ number. But it's just perspective, man. It's like, I can understand the 18-year-old being like, nah, Chris Brown, Yo is classic.
And I can get it, but
that's just.
I got one for y'all that I thought about. Mariah versus Mary.
Mariah smoking.
Shit.
Mariah smoking.
I just think the music is.
I think the only one who fuck with Mariah
her?
is Whitney. That'd be more. I think
that would be more ideal, but she's not here.
I just don't think.
I don't think that's a smoke though. I think you kind of disrespect Mary.
Disrespect Mary a little bit.
A little bit.
A lot.
Nigga, she has hits in like 3 different decades, bro.
I think there's tiers to it.
I think
you got like the Whitney, Mariah.
That's a bad matchup.
Then you got like the Mary Janet. Not Mary J. Blige and the Janet. This is a different level.
I think it's a bad matchup.
No,
I think their music is too different.
And that's why I think.
And then, but on top of that, I think Mary J. will win that shit.
You're crazy.
Is it really that different?
Yes.
Yeah. One is a incredible vocalist, hit crazy range. Other ones.
But she also got like club records with rappers too. They both are like the only R&B star women who like make songs with hardcore rappers.
I don't think Mariah Carey got some of the biggest songs ever.
Listen, we know that it's not okay. So look, we know she's gonna play All I Want for Christmas. We know that was the name of that song. We know those, but don't like listen. Man, Jay still got some.
I think I'm going down. It's automatic win.
Dancery.
No, it's not.
I didn't say it's an automatic win. He said that,
not.
but we just seen with the DMX Snoop. It's all about sequencing.
Together.
You know that's arguably the biggest song of all time.
She's had two of the biggest hits in two different.
That's a good.
She's had
arguably the biggest song of all time.
That's gotta be the song.
In two different decades, she's had two of the top tracks.
Y'all remember what was that? Neo versus Jonah Austin. What was the song he set up? What was his biggest song? We Belong Together. That was his 20th joint.
We Belong Together.
Think about that.
What's the song from the decade
That's what
before?
I'm saying. She would have to go to that bad. She has to reach that high.
I think Mariah Carey is the winner, but I think that's definitely a formidable
Emotions. Don't Forget About Us. One Sweet Day. We Belong Together. Touch my body. You remember how we were doing freshman year roasting? Like Touch My Body. Shake It Off. Always Be My Baby. Fantasy. What songs is beating the songs I just named?
Hold on, bro.
Those are some of the biggest songs. What's being Fantasy? She set off with Fantasy. What Mary gonna play? And I love Mary. I just think it's a different level.
Okay, so we got Real Love. We got Be Without You.
Be Without You.
Family Affair. I Can Love You. Not Gonna Cry.
Ooh.
Everything.
She got some shit now.
Come on, Sweet Thing. My Life. Just Fine. I don't know if she's gonna play 7 Days, but
it's my shit too.
You're All I Need. I'll Be There For You.
I just don't like the matchup.
Amen.
Too different.
Amen. That's all I'm saying, bro. You know,
if you more of a rhythm, R&B.
I feel like it's a perfect matchup. If you don't have to be identical to battle.
I like the better identicals.
But who's really been like? How many people was gonna be identical in the verses?
Not many.
Because like Chris Brown and Usher is identical until Chris Brown's later years.
Because if it's not identical, it's just up to what genre of music you like better. It's not really. You're not gonna have. It's a pop versus R&B is not a good matchup to me. I want R&B versus R&B. I want soul versus soul.
R&B though. Like Emancipation of Mimi was like an R&B album to me.
I'm not saying it's not.
It's just pop because she's popular, but those were R&B records that JD and Jonte Austin wrote. Those are R&B records.
Ain't nobody else from Meredith to battle.
Who?
Janet.
I don't want to see her battle Janet, because then that's too different some of music. Like, you talking about difference? You talking about the 80s. You talking about the 80s and like going into the 90s. I don't think that would even be good personality, because Janet Jackson's going to be on there whispering and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
she got the billboards, man. She got the hits. One of the highest selling females of all time.
Like, does Control sound like some 90s shit? That's some 80s shit, correct? Yeah. Like, if I play Control versus I'm Going Down, like, it's gonna sound weird. Whereas they've been out around the same time, so their music is, might not be identical, but like the sound, the flavor of it, you know, is 90s, 2000s. You feel me?
I still got Mary J in that one.
I don't think she wins, but hey, we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. That Velvet Rope came out in '97. I Get Lonely. That Poetic Justice bag. Janet can do that R&B bag, and it'll be a good one. But that's just me.
I don't know.
Young Buck.
This was right before the podcast. I seen this. Jeezy was on T.I.'s podcast, and somehow, 50 Cent. Somehow, Gucci Mane came up, and you know their lifelong beef that they have. Jeezy basically said that he said to T.I. he was willing to basically talk with Gucci. He said it'll have to be one of those mafia back room at a restaurant type mafia meetings, and he said that he's willing to, to discuss it.
Niggas trying to get the old Guwap back for real, ain't That's the only thing we gonna get to get Gucci to come back.
In my short opinion,
I think it's just. I think everybody's opinion is the same. Like, nigga, you tried to kill me. You tried to kill me. He said numerous times that they're never gonna be friends. Like, you sent somebody to kill me, whether it was directly or indirectly. I mean, he ended up being your partner. So what does that lead me to believe? You know what I'm saying?
And they tried it. They tried it. DJ Drama had them together on the phone.
It just don't work.
Even T.I. and Gucci relationship ain't great.
T.I. said he was like, I felt like I was just a casualty of war because he just knew that I was always cool with you. And like you said, they made a record together. They tried to be cool again.
He disrespected time.
It just didn't work.
Crazy. Leave Gucci alone.
I'm talking about even after that. Remember they made the record together. Yeah, with Rocco. Like
that watch.
Yeah, just don't.
Just leave that nigga Gucci alone.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, like,
cause that's the only thing that's gonna bring that old Gucci out. And I mean,
I feel like that's how you know Jeezy lost that beef.
Hey man, we can talk this out.
Yeah. Why would you ask a nigga? Why would you say you want to be cool with a nigga, or try to even think you could be cool with a nigga who said go dig your partner out the grave, but he can't say shit?
Wait, you want to do a Verzus that nigga? What you gonna do when you play that track? Cry?
I'm playing that shit twice.
Run it back. What you going? They in the room together and he rapping that shit. You looking at that nigga like, what?
Gucci gonna come out there with a shovel.
He said, go dig it.
Like, let bygones be bygones.
I think it's to the point now. I mean, they both. I think if they was to be in the same place with each other, I don't think nothing would go down.
Yeah.
I think niggas could just walk right past each other.
Nigga, just act like you don't know me.
They ain't gotta be friends.
Yeah,
They don't have to be acquaintances.
You don't see me.
Leave that nigga alone.
What you trying to do? Make some money together or something?
Alright.
So speaking of T.I., did y'all see him on the Breakfast Club?
He was on Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
And they asked him about Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers.
And they, he talked about it.
Hey, my name is Tip, but let me tell you about another kind of tip.
So do you want to hear the background on that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and so this is T.I.'s story. He said basically,
Telling too many stories.
he said basically when he had his
Bid.
when he got into his legal trouble, it was because basically he had security because there was a lot of crime going on in the city or whatever. And then I told you, remember his friend died, and he said that niggas were making death threats to him, so he had around the clock security. Security kept coming up to him saying, hey man, we need this because we need to get more artillery, man. We need more guns, we need more of this. So he would get a niggas money for guns.
This is around 2007?
So every time around King, yeah, like 7, 6, around that time. So he's saying he'll get niggas money for artillery. They'll come back bringing brand new guns in a box. You know what I'm saying? They'll lock it up in like a little compartment. When they when they leave and then when they come back, they open it up. Security type shit. So long story short, security comes to him. We need to get this gun.
Machine gun.
We need this. We need to get this, this, and this.
The Draco before the Draco.
I need this much money. So he said it's the night of the awards when he got arrested. I think it was like BET, whatever award it was. Basically, he gets her. So he said the security guard is content, like, no, I need to put this in your hands. He's like, bro, just take it to the one security at the house and put it up. No, this needs to be in your hands. Where are you at? I'm in the city. He's like, okay, I'm right here. I'm down the street. I'm gonna come over there and give it to you. All right. He comes. He said, dude, get in the car. He's sweating. He brings a gun. It's like unpackaged, just like some weird shit. Like he can feel something going on. He like, hey man, I ain't asked for this. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, the police swoop in, right? They arrest him for conspiracy. But they try to arrest him for committing conspiracy. He says that the case was weak because he never accepted the gun. But when they arrested him, they got a warrant to go to the closet at the house, right?
Seen the rest of the guns.
They seen the rest of the guns. Now the case was allegedly weak because he said they could beat the whole gun part, which could cancel out the whole you getting the warrant to go to my house. But if you lose, you're facing amount of time. So when they offered him a year, and they offered him like an extreme amount of probation, because basically they really had nothing on him.
Safer option.
Yeah, he was like, it's the safer option. Nigga, I can do a year. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I done did wrong.
So part of the agreement, he said, was they was throwing ideas at him. This is already after he signs the plea. They're throwing ideas at him with his community service. He said at first they wanted him to do the Crime Stoppers commercial because he said it's to the last day. He had to fulfill this type of community service. So they wanted him to do the commercial. They wanted to do it with some cops standing behind him. He said he ain't do it. He said he refused to do it. So he did that. So he did the commercial. He said in his opinion, he doesn't feel like he's a snitch because he's telling civilians to basically, if you see something, call the police because that's what civilians are supposed to do. He's not
talking to street niggas.
Yeah, he said, I'm not talking about street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I think he said nothing wrong.
I think he said a lot of things wrong. First thing, this is the story or he explained the whole
This is what he explained.
Is that not snitching?
What?
Him talking about the security guard?
The case is closed.
He did his time.
And it's his case.
He kept his mouth
shut. The case is closed.
Okay, fine. T.I. is considered a street nigga. He lives by the street nigga code, right?
And time out. You can't snitch on a nigga that already snitched on you. The nigga was working with the cops. The security guard was working with the cops. He already had got caught.
Like I said, if you already did your time, case closed. Now it's like you can't nobody else get in trouble for the shit.
Let me first, predicate it by saying this.
Predicated.
Oh, come on, man. Let me predicate my statement by saying this. Snitching to me is separate from civilians and street niggas. If you're a street nigga or not a civilian, let's say that. You don't have to be a street nigga. You could be a cop, you can be a mafia, you can be whatever.
If you don't live by the civilian code. You don't live
by civilian code. Snitching is making a statement and cooperating with the police. In any way, in any form, to me that's snitching. If you have a statement, police.
Cooperating as far as what though? Like
if cooperating
But what did he say?
I didn't say.
I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
T.I. It's kind of like, what message are you saying when you do the TIP, make a tip, talk to the police? I don't care who you talking to. You a street nigga.
And let me say one thing. You know this never aired on TV. The commercial was never on TV. It got leaked on the internet.
I seen it. Hey, we seen it. It don't mess. I watch more internet than I do TV now. So what does that mean?
I mean, it's 2007, 2008.
Okay, fair.
Hey man, if that's what I had to do, part of my probation is to do a commercial.
What if you had a snitch? Part of your probation.
I'm probably still be in jail right now, depending on the reason.
I think that's a fine line, man.
I don't think that's snitching.
That's not.
Cause I feel like if you're snitching, you gotta be telling on somebody.
You're encouraging snitch culture.
No,
you are by saying that.
So So has anybody ever been locked up from T.I. on Crime Stoppers?
I don't know. I don't have that data. I'm just saying.
Like
who
got locked up behind it?
Saying, hey man, my name's Tip. Here's another tip. 1-800-CRIME-STOPPERS. Boom, boom,
every street nigga, especially every famous street nigga, I guarantee you, Hove would have been on there. Y'all have been disappointed at Hove. Y'all have been disappointed at Gucci. Y'all have been disappointed in a lot of people.
I don't think Gucci would have did that.
If that shit's gonna knock down, knock down some time, and I ain't gotta snitch on nobody.
First,
you're not snitching.
I'm not the only.
You saying you don't think Gucci would have did it? But when Gucci went to the feds, it put the fear of God in him, and he's a whole new person. You see what that feds do to niggas now?
The feds definitely put pressure.
You see what that feds do to niggas now?
So
it's a matter of you doing 1 in 5 or 1 in 6.
Well, integrity or wherever you stand or wherever your morals and your values are. I'm not the only street nigga that's saying shit, snitching shit. Like it's not just like Call of Duty players or little white boys that saying shit. There's a lot of
information.
Legit. There's more than that.
He ain't giving no
It's a culture. It's a snitch culture. You can lead. It's just promoting snitching. It's promoting snitching.
To civilians.
I bet he didn't say that in his statement.
What?
I'm only speaking to civilians. All the crime,
people making crime. He had to say what he had to say.
So I can interpret it how I want.
I mean, look, you can interpret how you want, but at the same time, I just don't think that I think that that's something that any nigga's gonna do. I think any nigga would have did that shit.
I don't think any nigga would have did that shit. Most niggas definitely. Some of them.
Yeah, listen, you be a fool if you a millionaire. You got 6 kids, 5 kids, and the only thing that's holding you back from coming home is you not saying this commercial that you were able to get off of TV.
I think as well as you gotta think at the time.
I think the time doing dirt with niggas anyways. Like
Everybody done
The
dirt.
time that commercial was
You a
made
fool.
was before the internet was as big as it is.
Okay.
So you gotta think when I'm doing this, oh shit.
I can hide this shit.
Most niggas ain't gonna see this shit.
That's not a good reason to do it.
I think
nobody
I
hope nobody see my discovery packet. Like what? If it leaked,
that's not even in the
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying
my whole thing is
the point you're saying is that it wasn't supposed to come out. It wasn't supposed to be, but it did. It did.
And it still ain't that bad.
It is that bad. It hurt him a lot. It hurts credibility. People call. Look at 50 Cent.
I don't think it hurt his
Look
credibility.
at 50 Cent.
50 Cent gonna make a joke about it.
So what?
If
So
you
look,
take
so
anything,
look, how did it hurt his credibility? Because 50 Cent
50
said it's not gonna change. It didn't change the opinions.
That's last month. I'm talking about the one that happened till now. He still has to defend himself. He has to go on Breakfast Club and
He don't have to defend himself. He just does it. He just does it.
That's why
he don't have to
his
defend himself.
credibility. A lot of people feel like he's a snitch.
I feel like when he said it, it gave me a better understanding. I didn't feel like it hurt his credibility at all.
You don't speak for everybody.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I said I.
Huh?
The folks that you referring to, did they see this?
I think the only people that I
wish I could reference this. There was a lot of rappers, some OG niggas that were talking about what T.I. did is snitch or not. Some people was like, well, I don't know if it's snitch or not. I wouldn't.
But I don't think.
Gray area.
But I also think that most people are gonna do the same exact thing he
More
did
than most people.
when
90%.
And I don't feel like if it's not like a direct case, how is it snitching? If it doesn't affect a direct case, a direct person, how is it snitching? He didn't say nobody's name. He literally said, yo, this is the Crime Stoppers number, y'all. You still make your own choice. You still make your own choice.
It just doesn't sit right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's snitching. It just doesn't look.
Yeah,
it smells fishy.
Hey, if they gonna bring me down from 10 to do 1, nigga, give me that commercial.
Making millions, basically putting your family, because by the time you do 10 years, your money is gone, nigga. Now your family on the street.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1 year you can survive
for some discreet, for basically, I'm not saying, now we just talking about something else, but like borderline, okay, let's say that he knows that some people gonna take it as a snitch, some people not. You know what? I'm gonna just fight my fight with that. Cause I ain't doing 10, especially for a weak ass case.
Just to not look like a snitch.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was dumb.
I'm not saying that's a whole different point.
You gonna have to deal with that backlash from certain people.
Okay, so speaking of not snitching, Bobby Shmurda, allegedly he's gonna be out on August 4th. We got a countdown on like his website or something going on. I got a bigger question, but what do y'all think about that first?
I'm happy he coming home.
My nigga, can't wait. And that nigga held it down like you supposed to.
No
Crime
Stoppers.
He already had. He couldn't do Crime Stoppers because they was hit with the RICO. The case was proved already. It wasn't no weak case.
That nigga was snitching in his track. He
snitched on himself.
He was telling the play. No, I'm joking.
Hey, is that snitching? Is that snitching?
Dry snitching.
You helped the investigation, right?
Dry snitching.
Who snitched more?
That's the definition of dry snitching.
If anything, he snitched more.
Who snitched more?
Nigga, is that dry snitching?
Nah, let me.
Yeah, what dry snitching?
Caught a body about a week ago?
That's dry snitching.
Nah, him or
That's like all of
that nigga was like they were breaking down the play.
Him or T Grizzly? Who snitched harder?
What T Grizzly?
T Grizzly, from what I know, T Grizzly talks about stuff that he's already been charged for in his music.
Okay.
So
that nigga told a whole goddamn
he like
story.
gives very discreet stories in his music. You don't listen to T Grizzly like that, do you?
And
that's just like a Detroit thing. Like they just is like super tough guy macho niggas. You know what I'm saying?
YM Melly.
He didn't snitch. That song was out before the niggas was even murdered. It just fit well with the
nigga
situation.
With the goddamn details and the facts, like nigga.
Because I
like Cat Ryan, nigga.
I listened to the shit,
but I don't know that T Grizzly. I was like, damn, I don't know which one worse.
Okay, so this leads me to a bigger question. Is Bob, because they had like basically, you know, feds get you, they basically kind of got the facts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty much proven, it's enough information. They sit on you.
Yeah, they're not.
So basically,
no
they was watching them niggas before they even got big. Then Bobby Shmurda just happened to get big type shit. Made it
easier.
Is that something that you think our community should praise? Like, oh, you didn't snitch, but like you was doing this in the community. Like, is there a reason? Why are we
Which community?
Why are we
Black hip
Are we
hop.
talking about
just
the
black people,
community?
hip
Are we
hop
talking about the
community?
street?
Why
It's
are
the
we
difference.
praising that? I'm asking. Why do you think that gets praised?
Which community you talking about? Black community?
Give us both.
I don't think all black community is praising that. I think the street
It's a
community is. But I think
But he's not in the street community. He just praised it.
it's like you could dabble in the street community. Like, you know, you could like you could be like the old, like let's say you used to be a knucklehead.
But no, my thing
the
is,
old
like,
street and be appreciated. Now I don't agree with it.
My point in it is, it's like
But I got a different point.
it wasn't like he knew he didn't do shit, and he just kept quiet. He knew he did a certain amount of this shit, so
He owned up to it.
I'm gonna own up to my part, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna get nobody else in trouble for this shit, cause I did what I did. And matter of fact, I'm gonna take more time to make sure my niggas, we all getting out around the same time. I get it. Like, we did this shit together. We was in this shit together before the money and the fame. Fuck it, we just gonna ride this shit out. And when we get out, that we gonna get right back to it.
I think that just the way I think, it's just perception. Street community, black community is not the only people that praise snitching. No snitching. Police, same thing. Blue wall silence.
Would you do the same thing? Would you take more time so your nigga ain't gotta do this more time?
It depends. Like me, right now, I wouldn't do something illegal. I wouldn't make the crime because I'm a law-abiding citizen. So if I'm
I only do crime I'm willing to do the time for, which is like speeding.
Yeah, if I'm willing to do the time, yeah, but there's no honor among thieves, man.
Yeah.
This is none. You see all the time. It's rare. But my bigger point is that it's just a perception. It's media. Because we're not the only community that don't snitch.
So
It's everywhere. Mafia, Italians don't snitch. Don't be a telltale. Blue wall silence. It's out there.
So no, I agree with that. I mean, I was just asking the question, but I agree with that. I think there is like a separation. I do think, like, you know, being that as you get older, you kind of realize though how weird our community is, or just the community in general. Like even the hip hop community, like how fake the hip hop community kind of is. Like that is kind of weird to me. Like you like a nigga will celebrate. Like okay, so like. I ain't saying that it needs to be like as big, but like Quavo, like say Quavo, he graduated high school. That was like, oh, that's what's up. But like when Bobby Shmurda get out, shit gonna be crazy. Maybe it's because Bobby Shmurda was away, I don't know. But I just feel like when certain people do good things for the community and hip hop, people don't really care about that
shit. We want to listen to good music. We love the bad guy, the movies, the thrill, the realistic, the realism of it. It represents that real. He really was a street nigga. He really
like Gucci. Like people love Gucci because he killed somebody.
Oh shit! I can believe it. I don't want to hear Jack Harlow rap about killing somebody. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So we celebrate it because it's like we celebrate Scarface.
So do you think Bobby Shmurda should?
Same thing.
Do you think Bobby Shmurda should be celebrated as big as 6ix9ine?
Is 6ix9ine celebrated? Who celebrated 6ix9ine?
The white.
People are celebrating him. Kids.
Yeah, kids. Kids also.
I think that. I mean, but I'm not saying like should they have the same fan base. What I'm asking you is, should he have like the same success? Like, should he get 43 million views in a day? Do you think he should get that kind of success because of what he done?
I think he should get it just off the fact alone of what he did.
The hip hop community, the black community, is not celebrating 6ix9ine. I don't see it. That's the pop.
No, but what he's saying is just.
I know what he's saying. So, and to follow about that, no, he's not gonna get that. I don't think. Should he get it?
I guess it just depends on the music. It gotta be high.
Music is high.
We gotta go through more to be widely accepted. Like Bobby Shmurda has to put out a hot track. The video gotta be great.
Bitch.
Yeah,
and that energy gotta be there.
I think he got a lot of expectations.
I think he's gonna sound like a drill. He need to do that Brooklyn drill. I think that should be hot. Like if he come out and do that Brooklyn drill shit.
Him and Roddy together, because Roddy getting out around the same time, right? Or should be.
Well, I mean, he hasn't put anything out. So, I mean, you know, niggas still get out different dates, even though they might have the same year. Niggas get out. Like, he's getting out early. He wasn't supposed to get out till December, Bobby. So, you know, that Corona and shit is really getting niggas out of here, though. So, J. Cole put out some new music. Did you hear it?
Yeah, there's 2 tracks.
What's your thought?
I heard one track was okay.
Yeah.
The other track was riding, but it wasn't like, oh shit, it's gonna be the next.
What were the names of them? One was like Lion King.
Yeah, I think the Lion King track I liked.
I forgot the other one.
And I forgot the one that was memorable. The Lion King track was straight.
Yeah, I thought it was typical J. Cole. You know, like he delivered. He's giving you good music. That's J. Cole.
But when Middle Child dropped, I was like, yo, this shit hard.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't
I
have
get what you're saying. It didn't have that effect. But, you know, I'm sure the album's not done. You know, it's just something to throw out there. I think he said something about retiring, too, in the interview.
J. Cole ain't going nowhere.
Like Logic retired. Y'all seen Logic retired?
Who's that?
You know who Logic is, nigga.
That wasn't a joke?
I know Russ. Is that the same nigga?
No, nigga. You don't know who Logic is?
Dad?
You know the nigga who made like the Suicide Hotline record? Hey man. Alright, well look.
Hey man, go home.
That's your homework. That's your homework for the night.
I didn't do homework in high school.
Go figure out who Logic.
Your ass sit right with us now.
Trying to make it on the podcast.
Get that same mama.
Hey, your mom watch this?
I put it on there to subscribe. Don't watch this shit. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. Love you, mom.
Oh shit. I guess, you know, that's the end of J. Cole. Appreciate you, J. Cole, man. Good music, man. Hope to hear the album. Hope you don't retire, even though rappers never really retire.
Hey, I listened to every J. Cole album in the past 3 days.
What you thought?
This nigga's amazing.
I think his first couple ones were disappointing to me.
No.
It wasn't, cause it took me back to that time. I was like, this shit was great. Then.
What's your favorite J. Cole album from the past 3 days? I'm curious about that.
It's funny because the one that I thought wasn't gonna be my favorite right now is still my favorite.
Born Center?
No, it's the most recent. No, what was the one he dropped like 2 years ago?
The one that everybody thought was boring. Yours truly, truly yours. Yours
yeah,
truly.
like that shit actually was like.
For Your Eyes Only?
No. It's the little short one.
For Your Eyes Only has grew on me, but I still think it's like relatively like a low melody.
Oh, KOD?
KOD was a good album.
KOD, that's the one.
No, KOD was hard.
And I'm like, yo, I remember when this shit first came out, I said this shit was trash. I was like, I really fuck with that shit.
But KOD is what?
I said For Your Eyes Only, I meant, or truly yours, I meant For Your Eyes.
I mean, Born Center was probably like, it used to be my favorite. But then I was listening to KOD again.
You didn't like his first joints? Silent Sword?
They just too commercial.
I know 2014.
It's like, bro,
I don't even
think about it. You go from the mixtapes, and I'm hearing them shits, and then it's like kind of super
Friday Night Lights top 5 mixtape ever. I just felt Silent Story was just the album version of it.
Nah, that shit was too commercial for me. Like, I'm the nigga, and you know, I'm the nigga. I don't really mind as long as it's still good music. But like this one, it just sounded too different for me. Like, I wasn't used to hearing him on the song with Trey Songz. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to hear that.
Shit.
Nah, KOD shocked me, bro.
Don't get me wrong,
I really fucked with that shit.
But I feel like he got back in his bag when Forest Hills dropped him. That's J. Cole. That's the polished J. Cole I want to hear. And then For Your Eyes, it was that was when we was going to DC. I remember that drop. That was on like December 9th.
Yep.
That year, yeah. For Shot birthday, Shot my boy Shot. But Shot graduation on me. But it was alright, but it's grown on me a little bit more.
I haven't heard it since like that. Probably that one.
Go listen to it again.
I tried that. I'm J. Cole's like.
Now that you kind of know the concept.
My top 10, and I get
now that I kind of like you get the concept more. And it's basically like him kind of rapping about how his life is parallel with his homeboy, who's basically, and then they kind of go in a fork.
I'll try it again.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a good concept album, but you know, not to harp on J. Cole that much. I ain't know we was gonna talk about J. Cole that long.
Shout out J. Cole.
Shout out to Cole though.
Cole World.
Man, what else we got on the docket?
So, some people whose business is thriving right now during the pandemic is Magic City. Shout out to Lil Will, man. North legend, man.
Yeah.
So he's in the bubble.
We'll get you on here, Lou, one day.
Yeah, shout out to Lou. So he's in the bubble, right?
Explain yourself.
He's in the bubble. He basically, somebody close to him. Wait a minute, somebody close to him.
For those who don't know, Lou Williams is an NBA player, played for the Clippers. they have a quarantine bubble.
Best 6 man ever.
They're supposed to stay in that bubble unless it's some type of family emergency.
Yes. So
which he had.
He basically, it was somebody. So
wing emergency.
So look, he told the league that his grandfather died allegedly, right?
Close enough.
He goes back home. I guess on the way back, he stopped at Magic City to get wings, where they have literally the lemon pepper barbecue wings are named after Lou Williams,
which is on the way to the airport.
That's how much money he's put in Magic City's pockets. He has his own flavor. So basically, Jack Harlow, the rapper, was popping. Brand new whip, popping. That nigga takes a picture with Lou Will in Magic City, right? I guess maybe Lou hit him up like, hey, nigga, take that down. I didn't plan on telling NBA security I was here. So then he takes it down and says that the picture was old. Oh, but Lou, you have on the mask that you got from the NBA bubble mask.
How old is that?
It can't be that old, nigga, so... Oh, and like I said, he told the NBA he went to his grandfather's funeral, but allegedly it's just a close friend's dad. They probably meant a lot in his life, but that's kind of where the trust was misguided.
That's not covered in bereavement.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kazali, what you think?
Yeah, I love them strippers. Strippers. Hey man, if you're not from like Atlanta or the North or the South, you don't know. You might not even heard like how people talk about Magic. Their wings is off the chain, and just the southern people in the south. I mean, it's like people love wings. Like, yo, what's the best wing spot you had? Oh, I want here. Oh no, you need to try here. So that's his wing spot. He has a flavor name after him. He was hungry. You might not believe that as like the media or whatever, but like he might have really just popped in there for some wings.
I mean, my bachelor party weekend. I'm waiting to get to the Airbnb. We all kicking it. I said, hey, let's ride the Strokers real quick and get some wings. We literally called in our wings. They wasn't ready. We had to sit down for a second. Yeah, the girls was dancing. Nigga, I'm in here for my to-go order. Got my wings. I got the hell on out. I ain't get no dances. I mean, the ambiance was great to see. But shit, I was in there for them wings. I got the wings and I headed on out. And I really feel like that nigga got his wings and got the hell on.
Okay, so I'm gonna step out of my biased Atlanta bag. We understand that's the culture, correct?
Yeah.
But when you're in a bubble, you're expected to take sacrifices, correct? You can't be around your family. Everybody has signed up for this sacrifice, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So Lou going, I get it. To us, it's just a strip club, right? But for us, like for them, you're putting a $1 billion business at risk. So you gotta look at it like this. I seen where Caruso from the Lakers, Alex Caruso, his sister was getting married.
Didn't do it.
He didn't even go to the wedding because he didn't want to
jeopardize.
Niggas' chances.
LeBron said,
and that's why I think that's how you can tell who's focused and not. The whole Clippers organization, Montrezl Harrell's out of the bubble. I'm not saying these niggas really don't have shit going on. I'm just saying, like, the Clippers don't seem like they can ever play together. Like, they're always, somebody's hurt, they can't play together. And then you got shit like this. Lou, you are a 15, 16-year vet. Whether we feel like it's just a strip club or not, you put everybody in jeopardy. And so now you got to quarantine for 10 days. You now look what you did. So now you're missing the Laker game. You're missing another game. What if they don't get a rhythm now and they end up being the 3rd seed instead of the 2nd seed? Like, you didn't think about none of that. And if you needed them wings so bad, you could have just sent somebody in to get those wings. You went in because you wanted to see some strippers. I don't know how long he was in there, but there was ways around that. I'm sure if he even called Magic, they could have somebody come send him some wings.
I think.
Nigga, you got wings named after you.
If you're gonna do something bad, do it right.
Yeah, of course.
Why do you take a picture? Or don't post this for a little while.
Exactly.
Don't post it for a little while. Wait a month, Throwback Thursday, whatever.
Yeah, that's my thing.
You taking that picture, if you don't say shit, he posted not thinking nothing of it.
Yeah,
that's what
it is what it is, bro. Everybody in this bubble is sacrificing, and you're supposed to be the OG. you're supposed to be the person setting the example for the team. And look at what you do. So I gotta step out of my Atlanta bag because my first initial reaction too was, nigga, it's just a strip club. Like, it's just nigga go in there get some wings. But when you talking about being you're being a professional, that's what your job entails. Being a professional.
You gotta be professional.
So I'm looking at it like, hey nigga, take these 10 days. Like, they could have kicked him out of the bubble. They had the right to, where they say, nah, just stay at home.
Stay at Magic.
Yeah, so I mean, but they're not gonna do that, because say if it was a rookie who nobody cared about, they probably would have told him, nah, you good.
Not even worth it, but
yeah, so
you know, you gotta be smarter than that, man. You can't, like you said, this is a $1 billion organization. You can't risk that.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
It's just funny though. It is hilarious though. It is hilarious. I seen everybody pulling up the Magic City with the wings and shit now, like.
Your promo?
Yeah, like they getting good promo, boy. I mean, as if Magic City need promo, but you know, I guess more promo never hurt. So, I got a question for y'all. Is there a right way for a celeb breakup? And what I mean by that, for example, this weekend, Meek Mill put out a professional statement. You know he didn't type it. I'll tell you, he can't type. He can't talk.
You can't talk, can't type, can't write.
The shit said, you know, me and Milano have broken up, but we still are gonna be engaged in our child's life. And blah, blah, blah.
I think he was trying to beat it to the punch.
That's what you think he was trying to do? Is that in my second lead question, is that fuckboy like energy?
No, I wouldn't say
it could be perceived that way. But I don't think it is.
To your point, it could be perceived. I think, hear me out. In 2020, in the social media era, there is no heroes. Anything that even is a little bit polar, you're going to have a backlash. You're going to have negative criticism.
One more thing. I guess the women were upset because it took him forever to claim her. Literally, it took him in like an argument with like 6ix9ine to claim his girlfriend. And then, but you're quick to announce that you're not with her. I think that was their problem.
Cause they were trying to keep everything private. That shit finally came out.
Yeah,
it finally came out.
Be obsessed with celebrities.
Alright, let me let you know before.
No, I agree with you.
It's weird to me.
I do think that the only way it could be fuckboy energy, cause you know nigga might have put that out there to hurt her, to get a reaction from. You know how some niggas do.
Yeah.
So it could have been that. I don't know.
I don't think his wording was.
Well, it don't even look like he the one who typed it. I'm just saying, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, we know how Meek Mill type, right?
Fat Reese, some type of shit for me.
Like, he typed like real scatterbrain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like.
I'm trying to say your boy wrote this.
Who?
I'm trying to say that shit looked crazy. Mayweather wrote this shit.
Nah, you trying to say that, nigga.
Man, listen, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I do think that the overall lesson that niggas should be paying attention to in this is that this is all none of your business. So he probably, but then again, once you put it out there like that, you kind of is opening yourself up for the criticism. So
what you choose to criticize.
He should have just. I just feel like, okay, let me ask this: is there a way to announce you're single without saying, "Hey guys, I'm single now"?
Put a Lil Wayne song, I'm single, and call it a day. Like
Facebook status? Shit, I don't know.
I guess the Facebook status is the thing.
I can't tell you the last time I've been on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I guess that is the way, Facebook status. So, yesterday, Megan strategically put out her first IG live.
Hey, man. I'm just playing, yo. I take that shit, man.
Nigga, I'm just playing when niggas is quiet. That's crazy.
Nigga can't enjoy his birthday though. God damn.
I think Tori's birthday is the last thing on his mind right now.
That shit ain't funny at all, bro.
I think Tori's birthday is the
You
last
think Tori at home worried about this shit? It's only one or two things.
What do you mean? Do you know what he's facing?
Yeah, you're facing getting shipped back to Canada. That's it.
After you go to jail first, nigga.
Yeah.
Then you get out, then you get deported. Nigga, you getting deported is a big deal. You can't perform in the States where you make your money at.
Nigga, he independent. He'll still make it.
That's even worse. Cause now a label don't even gotta deal with you, nigga. And do you think that the label that she signed to?
Yeah, get back to
wait,
the
no, wait. Do you think that the label that she signed to is gonna work with him? You think they're gonna, if he wants a feature from somebody on that label, then they're gonna work with him? He wants a Young Thug feature. Do you think 300 gonna work with him?
Possible.
You optimistic. Owen.
Because we don't know the facts. Anyway, back to what we said.
She went on IG Live and got shot. She basically came out, you know, basically re-uttered everything we knew.
Bruh. Why is that funny, bruh?
Yeah, I don't understand why this is so funny.
Yo.
With you.
Nah, ain't nobody there.
Nah.
It's the cameraman, bro. Don't blame me. It's the cameraman.
I don't see nobody in the
I don't
camera,
really
bruh.
think that shit really that funny, but I'm gonna let you get your jokes off because
I'm not laughing at Meg. I'm laughing at the
You've been
cameraman.
laughing at the whole thing, the whole time. Yeah.
No, I'm glad she's alright.
Oh, no. I seen 50 Cent came out and apologized.
Facts.
Cause basically she subliminally sent shots at him, sent some at Drea. Cause Drea said some weird shit,
Drea
some
lost a
weirdo
whole
shit.
bunch of shit off there.
She lost her Fenty deal because you think Rihanna out of everybody wants to hear domestic violence jokes?
What's up with your man?
Yeah, we just gonna move on from that topic. It was Mike Tyson.
And that was your saying, buddy?
What? Oh, it's gonna be a shootout, man.
Roy Jones, Mike Tyson.
Assholes, bro. That shit, alright, that's how I feel about that. I don't think it should happen. Old niggas don't need to be fighting. They have enough brain damage as it is. But, will I be tuning in? You're damn right I will. Because it's fucking Mike Tyson. I think Roy might get him though.
Has anybody seen Roy like in his workouts recently? I personally haven't seen any.
Man, I don't give a fuck about no workout.
I've seen Mike.
I think it's crazy how people are saying Mike Tyson automatically wins. These niggas is old. Mike Tyson's older.
Oh.
Why? Because we see him punching air.
It'll let it knock your ass out.
We ain't seen you take a punch. You ain't took a punch in years, my
He ain't
nigga.
take a punch. He ain't.
You don't think he's built to take a punch? It don't look like he hasn't stopped.
He was built. Okay, there's a difference between you taking a punch at 26, even 30, and then taking a punch at 54 years old.
It doesn't look like he stopped working out.
We're talking about taking punches. You can work out and swing and punch all you want.
But if you're working out,
It's about you taking punches. No, that's not true. Nigga, your jaw is your jaw. Like, you can still get hit in that motherfucker. You get hit, you get hit. And think about it. If I hit you in your fucking eye and you 54 years old, you might not recover as fast enough as you did. Nigga, if you fall right now versus you falling at 15 years old or falling at 20 years old, it's a difference.
I hope one of y'all niggas there.
It's a difference. So what I'm saying is, I just don't think, I think that Mike Tyson is the bigger name. That's why. Like, people respect Mike Tyson more boxing wise because of who he was, but I don't think that automatically gives him the win. Like,
to me, it just looked like he's more
in
shape and boxing ready.
Mike Tyson just got in shape. He was fat last year.
I wouldn't say it was
He literally lost like 30, 40 pounds to just start. He just started training like a couple months ago.
I seen him last year sometime. He still looked like
he wasn't as big as he used to be. Like in like 2006, he was like almost 300 pounds. But he was chubby. Like he's swole now.
Now he's like, but I'm saying like he looked like he could run around the ring for a whole. What they doing? 10 rounds?
I don't know.
They doing 8 rounds.
8.
There's 8 rounds for them old ass niggas, bro. What 54-year-old you know can do 8 rounds in?
Just from looking at it, and I might be wrong, and I'll see when it happens. But Mike Tyson.
Y'all gonna buy the pay-per-view?
I mean, I got illegal cable niggas. So I don't give a fuck. I'm watching that shit. Damn shit.
Crime Stoppers. There you go.
Y'all gotta come get me. But
however I gotta watch it, I'm gonna watch it.
Nate Robinson is fighting Jake Paul as the undercard. I think Nate Robinson gonna fuck that nigga up. Jake Paul hasn't won one fight. He fought the YouTube dude twice, and one was a tie, and then the second one he lost. Now you're going against a professional athlete? He's a YouTuber,
okay.
White boy. He's always in trouble. He always doing low-key like racist shit or some weirdo shit. And he be doing boxing, and it's been bringing in money for him. And he fought another YouTuber, I think he's from like the UK, a black dude, and he's a smaller dude, like Nate Robinson's smaller. And Jake Paul is kind of tall, swole, or whatever. I think he's like too big to be fighting. You know what I'm saying? And he lost.
I remember when I think it was the Nuggets and the Knicks, and Melo, swung on. I think it was Wilson Chandler.
Oh, Nate Robinson came up on.
And Nate Robinson looked like he was ready to take on everybody.
Nate Robinson looked like one of them little short, aggressive ass niggas. Like he just was flipping niggas in the hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if he gets you on the ground, then.
But it's just boxing though, so it's all about hands.
As I said, as long as it's just hands, Nate Robinson should win this fight. From what I've seen.
Yeah. So let's get more into the little sporty bag. So 2 things. The MLB, they suspended like some games for the
Florida
Miami Marlins.
Miami.
Because they've got 7 COVID cases.
Everybody stay the fuck out of Miami. Period. Like, everybody that goes the team, I don't care if you live there, nigga, leave. Stay in the house. Just leave that shit alone, cause like I said, this whole baseball shit, luckily nobody else has gotten it.
Who they played?
Yeah, like even nobody who they played. But let's just say they wasn't doing testing out there every game or every day or however often they're doing it. You know how quick this shit could have spread? And they're not in a bubble like the NBA. They could have took this shit home to their family.
So we are doing what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. You're a multi-millionaire, right? You're divorced and you remarried. Your ex-wife got $5 million from the divorce, right?
5?
Yeah, from the settlement. She got $5 million. $5 million is not parents, but you know what I mean. All right, but as a male, you get full custody of your kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now you see her, your baby mama, your ex-wife on the internet, that she's currently broke and living in shelter. All right, like you see her in the box saying, "I will work for food."
Ain't told and everybody know.
Do you feel like you should help her?
You got custody of the kids.
You got custody of the kids.
My kid's good.
Yeah, because
we ain't together no more. That's all that
How
matters.
good can they be if their mama in the streets?
My kids are good because they're with me because I have custody. Fuck her.
Fuck her because you gave her $5 million, or fuck her just because that's not your responsibility.
She was irresponsible with $5 million, and now my kids are good.
Alright.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So for me, I think my opinion on it, I would be like, I would be super disappointed in that situation. Like, probably my first reaction would be like, fuck her. But you also gotta think, your kids probably could end up resenting you because they still love their mom, and you're sitting here on millions and you have the means to help. Now, my thing would be, I don't necessarily have to give you money, but if I'm a multi-millionaire, I can hook you up with a job somewhere in some area. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you hooked her up with $5 million.
I get it.
To hook her up
I get it. That's why I hook her up.
And you're married at this point with somebody else.
Okay, can I finish?
So how are you gonna?
Can I finish? So basically, it would be like this. I'll hit her up. Hey, look. So I see you having a tough time. I really don't want to help you out, but I love my kids. If you love your kids like like I think you do, I can hook you up with a job. Try to get you back on your feet like that. But just know, I can't help you after this.
Question.
I can't help you after this.
How are you gonna explain it to your wife? That you just had that same.
My wife, I mean, that's just, sometimes there's certain things that I probably shouldn't have to explain to you. Like this is for my kid's parent.
Your kids are
my
fine.
Kid's parent. It doesn't matter. My kids won't be fine if they see their mama out on the street. Lord forbid something happen to her and they ask me to help her out. And let's say something happens to her, she's living on the street.
You say fine, like financially, but
yeah, these kids they don't care about how much money you got.
But I mean, you've done everything you're supposed to do. You've given her everything you're supposed to. At that point, everything's on the table. Y'all come out with the negotiations. All right, boom.
I think you need to put your personal feelings aside.
That is put my personal feelings aside. You got this amount of money. I've helped you. This is for you. Get your shit together. Because if a judge give a man the kids, the woman has to be that far off for you to even get the kids.
So with that being said, this is obviously a spinoff of D-Wade and his baby mama. The details in that, you can give $5 million to the same person and you expect them to be good with it. If she was thrown off because she lost custody, like how many moms lose custody, then she don't need money. She needs help. She can use some help, some support from other venues other than just giving her a bag.
Like that was the situation.
Let me finish. So I feel like if he chooses to help, it's not maybe don't give her more money. Just give her a program where she can get some shelter, obviously, but also she can get some help, some mental help,
some opportunity.
She may have a job, some help.
You know what I'm saying? Either way,
I'm not coming out of pocket no more money. Now, if I can point you in the right direction to get you into a shelter home or something, cool. But
your answer changing now.
No, it's not changing. Because
I'm asking was fuck her.
Fuck her. I'm not giving no more money.
Now you want help.
No, I said that's at the very least.
But am I really helping her financially if I'm hooking her up with a job? Like I said, that's not helping her financially. I'm not.
I don't think she need a job, bro.
I'm just saying. Listen.
My thing is like this.
Listen,
if she knew then we're settling out this divorce. If you willing to take $5 million over fighting for your kids, like okay, I'll take the $5 million.
We didn't say that. Wait. Nobody said that. We didn't say you took the $5 million in return of you saying.
But what he said was the trauma is over that she lost her kids. We didn't know if that's true.
She already had lost her kids before the divorce even happened. She lost the kids. So at
that point, that's when you gotta sit your kid down and explain to them what's going on. Your mom going through something. I'm gonna try to point her in the best rehab facilities, but other than that, there ain't nothing else I can do.
That's tricky, man. Like I know how I feel about my mom. I wouldn't want my dad to turn an eye.
Who else can they go to? Who else can they go to but you?
But if you are, like the scenario says, multi-millionaire, and you got the means to help, I don't think she needs more money.
You can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. If you already lost your kids before,
how do you know
if you lost your kids before settlement? Because alright, so if you
how do you know she don't want to be helped though?
She had the chance. If she lost her kids before she even got divorced, before she had the money, right? At that point, something was wrong then. Alright, now you got the money. That's your opportunity.
Money doesn't cure.
I'm saying that's your opportunity.
Mental needs.
If there's an issue, and get whatever help you need. If she's still not, if she doesn't get the fact that she needed help because she lost her kids,
bro, I think
she's not gonna get it.
I think you're making mental health sound easier than what it is.
It's not. That's not what I'm saying.
But you're saying, oh, I got $5 million, so now I should be helped. Kanye West been spazzing out the last 3 weeks. He's a billionaire.
So
he's still fucking
Kim
crazy.
divorces him, is it gonna be a responsibility after?
If what?
If Kim Kardashian, they get divorced and he spazzes out
No,
next year.
I'm not. She's not obligated.
No.
I'm not saying she's wrong, but I do think if y'all have children together and your children still care about their dad, and let's say that Kanye was broke, he lost it all, he was broke, and his kids really wanted help, I would extend out the offer to help them. Now, whatever you do with my help, if I'm gonna keep it real with my kids, if you say I don't want your help, I'm gonna sit my kids down. It's gonna be a tough conversation. We're gonna have it. Like, look, I just want you to know, Daddy offered a helping hand. Your mom may not be ready yet for that type of help.
So in this scenario, it's only one situation. But to divorce somebody, to give them $5 million, maybe that person's already combative. Maybe that person is a lost cause. You did what you did at that point. How many times am I going to
that's us adding to the scenario.
But what?
No.
Why did she lose the kids in the first place?
You getting divorced already. So
she
what
lost
I'm saying
the kids
is
because they were arguing about. I guess because she took them out of town and she wasn't supposed to. She took them out of town. So
I heard stories. She crazy.
Yeah,
I heard stories. She's crazy.
She might be. Listen, I don't know what Dwayne Wade has tried to do for her. So I'm not. That's why I didn't want to put. When you sent me the question, I didn't want to put D Wade. I just wanted to put it as a scenario. All I'm saying is, my thing is, the way that I'm looking at the question is, I'm just now discovering that she's lost the money and she's on her ass. After, this is like a good amount of time after the settlement. She's struggling. Let's say my kids see it. They ask me, look, if my kids feel like they want their mom help and they built up a nerve or enough to ask me about it, I'm gonna help her out. But you only get one chance with me, and then I'm gonna tell my kids, look, Daddy extended it out, and this is what it is. So
my chance was to divorce them.
You know what I'm saying? So But
this is coming from a nigga that's been through a different situation.
It's tough, man. I don't feel obligated to help her, but seeing my kids look at my
it's never about what I wanted to do, because I wouldn't want it. I'd just be like, fuck it.
Therapy.
It's just me.
If I could find some type of therapy or some type of home that she could go to, maybe. But other than that, that's all I got for you.
Alright, next one. Alright, talk to a girl. Your man tells you that he's been unhappy lately and that he's been thinking of cheating.
He told that to his girl.
Alright, should the woman feel insulted? And should she appreciate the honesty? Should she be like, something wrong with me or whatever? How should she approach that?
Appreciate the honesty.
You got it.
Because he didn't do it. He didn't go cheat. He told you. He kept it real. He's vulnerable. Now, do I think that that's gonna work out for him? No. Do I think that
it depends on the woman?
Do I think that the woman is going to be that the woman is going to receive well? Most likely, I don't think so. But if the nigga took the time out to say, "Yo, look, I'm unhappy. I've been thinking about seeing other people."
See, I know it was the same.
I've been thinking about
cheating.
Well, okay, I've been thinking about cheating. Okay, I've been thinking about cheating. I've been thinking about cheating. I've been thinking about cheating.
Hey, look, this is you on the shot clock.
How can you
at
not?
this point?
No, I don't think that's what he's saying.
Hey, look, you on the shot clock. Look, baby, look. This is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I want. If you can't get this, I might potentially cheat. But I'm gonna give you this honesty first, and the next move, the ball's in your court.
You got things that you need to fix. We got things that we need to fix.
Before I answer, I'm gonna say, y'all still feel that same way if a girl said it to you?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah, bugging. To me,
if your girl comes, I mean, of course, I think the bigger question would be for them to be is like, so do you not want to be with me to feel like you need to cheat? But if niggas saying like, you know, look, I love you, but let's say that it's like something in maybe the bedroom. Like, look, you don't spice it up in the bedroom. I love everything else about you. You don't do it, and I really need this from you. I'm not forcing you to do nothing, but I really need this from you. It's kind of like the ball is in your court.
But you can say exactly what you said instead of saying I'm about to cheat if you don't.
I mean, I would expect that the question. Okay, so when I'm interpreting that question is like,
obviously, say if this don't improve.
I'm saying, don't you think if a nigga's telling you, I feel like I was gonna cheat, he's giving you details as to why?
I'm interpreting that saying I still want to be with you, but I'm gonna get behind.
No, it's like
that's not what he's saying.
I still want to be with you. But
how you know?
Because I put you first.
If a nigga still ain't want to be with you, he's not even gonna give you that respect enough to say, "Look,
is cheating a deal breaker?"
No, not all the time.
No,
not all the time.
It depends on the reason for cheating.
I mean, I agree with it.
I just don't think
that's the reason.
I don't think that's the way to say you address the problem. You address the problem. If it doesn't work and it's detrimental, stop the relationship. To say, you can say, I have temptations, but to say, yo, babe, I'm thinking about cheating, for real.
But I think that you're not listening, bro. I don't think that you're paying attention to what the question is. I'm saying that if a nigga's telling you that he's thinking about cheating, he's obviously gonna give you details as to how he got there. So it's not just, baby, I feel like cheating, and that's the end of the conversation. That's how you sound like you taking it like.
That's all I heard.
Okay.
So you ain't never been unpleased.
So he's telling you
that's work. Like, man, look.
Yeah, you address it. You don't say what you gonna do if you don't fix it.
Why? So you don't want to
be honest. Be honest.
I don't.
Being honest sometimes will get you everything you want in life.
That's honest, all right, but I think that's detrimental.
How?
If somebody said they're willing to cheat on you because of this, I don't want to be with you.
I mean, that's your option. That's your choice.
Go cheat. I ain't gonna be like, damn, I need to fix it. But they cheat on me.
That's why I say like,
it's wild to me.
You kind of taking offense to it.
Especially if I say
being vulnerable. Like he's telling you, look, I've been thinking about cheating because it's really been bothering me that you don't, you know what I'm saying, that you don't really want to work. I've told you time and time again, you don't want to do it. So
I didn't say that.
I'm putting this. I mean, nigga, I'm telling you the detail. I'm giving you a scenario. This is what's the scenario. I'm giving you a scenario. Like he's saying
you changing the scenario. It was if he had said.
I can only write so much on the question. But I thought that
that's the way it was coming from. That has been multiple times.
No, so look.
Still don't change it, but so look, different than.
I think that we would all. I thought we would all realize that he's gonna break down in detail as to why. Like a nigga would not just come to you and say, "Hey, I feel like cheating."
No, of course he could break down the detail. What I'm saying is you're making the detail. I done told you here and here before. That's a different scenario. The scenario is I'm not happy. Okay. I'm not pleased. This could be the first time he's telling her that.
Okay, even if it is, I think that it is basically saying like, hey, you can decide if you don't want to try to do what to make that can push this relationship forward. Then be on your way. It is kind of like the ultimatum thing, but I felt like I'm giving you enough respect to address it with you first.
I think that's a little disrespectful.
How so?
That's cheating.
So the nigga should just be quiet.
It's just like, hey, look. If I don't get what I want, I'm very tempted to cheat. But I'm coming to you first as a man to say, baby, this is what I want.
I don't think there's a reason to cheat. If you cheat, it's you. It's you. It's your choice.
He didn't cheat though.
Alright. So but if you say you're going to cheat, reason to cheat. That's a reason to leave the relationship or try something else. It's saying if this doesn't happen, then I may potentially cheat. But I'm not trying to leave the situation. I love you. I only want to be with you. He wants his cake and eat it too. No, I want this from you. But if you can't give this to me, then I may potentially do something that's going to be detrimental to our relationship. But that comes back to your stance of anything that's cheating, you think it's just a deal breaker. Like, it's just done. I mean, you could explain it. I just don't think there's a reason. Like you can own up, you can work it out, and if you feel like you still work the relationship, cool. But I don't think that's something you should put up somebody's head. Yo, you ain't doing this. I might cheat. Now I get the point he's saying. I've thought about cheating. I was tempted. That's an honest conversation. I get that. I think it's a little different than said, yo, it might happen if this don't get better. What? What's wrong with that? You being honest. Alright, I'm gonna be honest then. So like, as a female, you have the point. You have now the balls in your court. You can say, alright, babe, I'm gonna get better at this, or you know what? That's just not something I can do. Let's just end this. Now it's in your court. I mean, I can understand that. I just feel like the whole cheating point is a little bit like you can say that without saying that. You can express your point about the disappointment or whatever, be like, hey, it's breaking me to a breaking point. The whole cheating thing is like, yeah.
We got one more. What's the scenario? We got a bonus one.
It's your best friend's wedding, right? Plus he wants you to be his best man. It's also your longtime girlfriend's 30th b-day. The same day as the wedding. She also doesn't like your friend. Which one do you do? You go to your best friend's wedding, best man, or you celebrate your girl's 30th? Go ahead, Justin. Go ahead, Justin.
Okay, so.
Boy, these questions got niggas thinking over here.
I don't want to be like on some homies
over hoes.
Yeah, like,
homies over hoes.
Okay,
do the home.
So play like this.
You
never catch just entertainment with no bitch. Bitches ain't shit.
I think.
Yo, y'all talk about me, yo. This nigga Chris made this shit way worse.
Okay, so look. I think my first.
Me and my homies, but
my first option.
On that birthday, for no chest to be out.
My first option, I think, is I would see. You know what I would do? You know what I do. This is my perfect. This is my perfect way. I feel like I can get this done.
Man. I'm assuming this scenario you can't be in both places at the same time.
Yes, you can't be at both places at the same time. You know what, babe? Look, how about we celebrate your birthday a week before, right? Wherever you want to go. Then, look, then, you know what? Let's say I got it like that, right? Here go a ticket for you and your girlfriends to go the wedding weekend to to
drop a bag.
Yeah, you got to.
You gotta drop a bag.
You think she gonna complain? If me and you, or let's say we celebrate, or even if we in Atlanta, I'll celebrate your 30th in the city with you, babe. Get all your friends a week
I think
before.
she'll do it, but I think it'll still be a problem.
Then the next week,
I think as soon as the week happens, she'll still.
That's why you get your. That's why you get your friends. That's why you get her friends. You surprise her. They surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, babe, I already talked to your manager. You off.
Your manager.
This nigga got clout.
Hey, listen. No, you know. Look, you approve. You ready to go? Babe, you going to Puerto Rico or some shit. You might have, that's just what you got.
Let's say she was at 100, I think I'd drop her down to 33. That drop down to 0. But that next week, instead of being 100, she's going to be on the text.
Okay, well look.
A week later, that Puerto Rico trip done.
Well, you know what? At least I was able to still do that. I can come back and I can, I'll deal with that when we cross that bridge.
Homies over hoes.
No, right, it's not homies over hoes. That's like, that's a balance right there.
Brandon?
It's 24 hours in a day.
No, you can't do both. You can't do both. It's a scenario. She wants to do her birthday.
The wedding's in Florida.
His wedding in Florida. She's having her birthday in Cali. And you just can't do both. That's the scenario. Which one you have to choose one.
And she don't even like your friend.
Alright, let's put it like this. Is me and her just going by ourselves?
Sure.
Then my nigga, I gotta see you later.
You're gonna miss his wedding.
You're the best man.
You're gonna miss it for her 30th birthday because y'all going by yourself.
Yeah.
Why? What's significant about going by yourself?
I'm not gonna send my wife to California by herself to miss a Florida wedding. Now, I would try to have that conversation and show the importance.
So you don't think that's a good idea? Send her mad that she's gonna choose to be with the homie, and send her.
Now, this is the reason why I
with her girls with a bag.
No, that's what I said.
State.
Now, if I could switch the situation up, make sure she got 3-4 her friends going with her to Cali, have a ball. I'm at the wedding.
That's what I said.
So
when you said by yourself, sending her by herself.
Like, if she's going by herself, or if
I'm not gonna let her go to Cali by herself.
No.
What if her friends can't make it? Then you go.
I'm going to Cali.
And you probably do got a choice to make.
You got it. I'm just gonna.
So yeah, going back to you because you didn't make your choice. You said.
I mean, if it comes down to that type of situation, then
best friend.
Yeah, my partner probably just gonna have to understand. Like, look, bro.
My partner don't sleep with me at night.
Yeah, I mean. Obviously, I said long time girlfriend.
Sandbox.
Shit. Sand dry out sometimes.
But you know what? Also, it's hard. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you where who's also he's the friend is more at fault than anybody because you've been to know that your homeboy getting married and your girlfriend's birthday the same day. So you probably should have had this figured out in advance.
Ain't always that easy, man. Sometimes that's you planning a wedding.
Because you know what? I would have never let you think that I was being your best man if I knew that it was most likely I couldn't be there. So, in that sense, I probably would have either had to turn your best man thing down because of that, or I would have asked my girl, do you mind if we go the day after the wedding?
So,
it's ways around
scenario, what came first? Her birthday obviously came first. Her trip. Well, did she have her trip before the wedding? Because like she can plan on her birthday and be like, okay, we're gonna do the wedding and then we celebrate your birthday tomorrow. But did she plan her trip after they planned the wedding? Because it's a similar thing.
Yeah, because she could have been. She's at fault then.
She's at fault then because it's like, okay, it's your birthday.
Well, yeah, I think. Well, now that you say that, like it depends on how it happened.
How it happened?
Because I can't tell a nigga to change his wedding date.
That's selfish as fuck.
So like, yeah, you can't tell somebody to change their wedding date. So that's already out of there. This is really just between me and my girl at this point. So if my girl was to book after the wedding date, knowing that the wedding is going on,
wild to me.
Then yeah, I would probably go to the wedding because you're being spiteful. I know you don't like him.
Yeah.
You picked that and you put me in a tough position. So look.
I don't even know about.
You either pick that or if you are so gonna go on that date, what I can do is I can buy 2 more tickets for your besties. And then maybe I can meet you there. Or maybe when you come back, me and you can celebrate. Or before I go, however you want to do it. But you got to appreciate this effort I'm putting in to try to make you happy, along with attend my best friend's wedding. How would you do it?
It would depend on what came first. So, best friend drops the wedding, girl's birthday. I'm gonna be like, yo, you know this is my girl's birthday. Damn, man, we've been planning. This is the date. We can't really change it.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna ask my girl, man, and if she's willing to do it, I'll do it. If she has a big problem with this, if she's ready to fuck with you, I'll let you know ASAP. I probably can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what it is. You know that my girl don't like you.
You know my girl like you. It's her birthday, and she might feel you did that on purpose. So I'm gonna talk to her about it. If she's okay with it, if she agreed, then I'm there. And once I commit, I commit. She can't change her mind. But the day I get that invite, and I see it's on her birthday, I'm gonna call you back in 15 minutes. If she trip, yo, you my brother, but
yeah,
you cause an unrest in my home.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is. Shit, facts of cap.
It's not facts of cap. Is dirty macking always bad?
Follow me on Twitter at BigJustLaFlair.
We also got customized shirts. They're gonna run you $30 if you want whatever you want on the back. It's gonna run you $30. I know it's a little high, but hey, it's about the support. It ain't about
price points, baby. It is what it is, man. We trying to get this shit up and coming, man. Y'all trying to see us get better sound, better camera, better.
I was worried about the cameras and the sound. Hey, if you want that, we got our support. We ain't got no sponsors yet.
Yeah,
we acceptable to any sponsors that want to come through though.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got a thing I was thinking of, man. If you got a business, a black-owned business, DM me. Let's work something out. Maybe I can shout you out. You can shout me out. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, B. Reed?
Speaking about shout out, my homie shouted me out. Shouted out Facts and Cat podcast on his podcast. So I got to return the favor. Not the Expert podcast. Y'all check it out.
Shout out Not the Expert podcast, baby. Go follow him, man.
Salute.
And for those living in Gwinnett County, I got to do this. The runoff election, so it's August 11th. You can start early voting now. You know, if you need some people to vote for, Nicole Love, Henderson, Derek J. Wilson, for Gwinnett Sheriff, Curtis Clemens, for Tax Commissioner, Tiffany Porter, and for Superior Court, for Gwinnett County, Deborah Faulkner. So
these all black people or something?
All black people. But, you know, just encourage people to vote. Everybody says go vote presidential. So these are for your local.
Locals way more important
so
than presidential.
Yeah, man.
Y'all Googles, man.
Yeah, your cousin, he might stand a better sentence, man. We get a black judge up in there.
You know, representation. You know, we never been represented in this country. So that's why people say, why you just vote because he look like you? Yes.
It's bigger than black and white.
You know, because in this history of this country,
it's a problem with the whole way.
He didn't look like me, so what's wrong with representation?
I got a better chance somebody that look like me to give me the same support that I want than somebody that don't look like me.
So y'all go out and go vote.
Yeah, man. You know, shout out to y'all, man. Like I said, follow us at what's your Twitters? What's y'all Twitters?
NYJ Kazadi and IG Kazadi _ likes the party. So you know, fuck with your boy.
Man, I know B_home05. Matter of fact, just follow me at the Facts and Cap Pod.
You know, that will work. Facts and Cap
Podcast. On everything, like I say, man, subscribe. Matter of fact, if you follow me, let me know where you follow me from. Let me know that you seen the podcast and you enjoyed it. That's why you follow me.
Black owned.
Talk to us. We
just
talk.
Make sure to comment, man. We gonna start replying to these comments on YouTube.
We reply to everything, man. I'ma like it. Listen, man. It don't take no time to follow us, to subscribe to us. So, like we said, man, we ain't gonna hold y'all up. We just appreciate the love and support. Like we said, man, subscribe, and that's it.
Yeah,
Cap, episode 6, baby.